Welcome to the Takeflite Operations module video. This video provides you with a quick introduction to the Takeflite Operations module. So let's get started. Let's talk about users for Takeflite. Takeflite poses no limits on the number of users or the number of PCs that it's installed on. With a Takeflite user, there are 3 security levels, and each security level has a certain number of permissions, settings that can be used to restrict even further options. We also, of course, have the mobile service permission, which uses our Takeflite app available on iPads and iPhones. Now, the next question on your list would be, what about the aircraft? The aircraft are easy to set up in Takeflite and very simple to use. Once the aircraft have been set up, it only has to be done once, and all information provided in these forms are used throughout Takeflite in all cases. For example, charters, quotes, scheduled flights, manifest, and center of gravity manifests. This is where all that information is obtained from throughout the whole system. So let's now have a look at the operations screen. This is the day view screen we're looking at here. This screen will show all activities on any particular day. You have the aircraft call signs across the top and the times down the left hand side. Each coloured box represents a flight. So in this case, the blue flights are scheduled services, the yellow flights, or the yellow boxes, are charter flights, the white box is a quote, the green box is a training flight, and the orange box is a maintenance flight. Now you can find more details on charter flights and scheduled flights in our other videos available on the web. So let's have a look at the maintenance blocks. In this case, it's the one in orange. You will find with all Takeflite systems, to save you from having to open up an individual item, you can just hover over that item and you can see more details are provided. Now in the case of maintenance, you also have the added advantage of being able to right click, view maintenance, and this window will appear. This window provides you with all past flights in this aircraft, or upcoming flights in this aircraft, total hours as you can see with a breakdown here, the last maintenance, the next maintenance, and how many hours are remaining on this aircraft, in this case 40.5. So looking at that as a maintenance controller or operations manager, you do need to get the hours down on that aircraft. So how do you do that? Just simply drag and drop. So for example, we'll put this flight into that aircraft. You simply drag and drop over to that aircraft. We've now worked out the flight, we've looked at the maintenance. Let's assign a pilot to that flight. There are 2 ways you can do that. You can double click and open up that charter, or you can use the pilot overview screen. Let's have a look at the pilot overview screen. Now the pilot overview screen is very similar to the day view screen, except for the fact that instead of aircraft across the top, you have pilots. The individual boxes represent once again flights. Now if you want to move a flight from one pilot to another, you simply drag and drop again. I hear you ask, what happens if that pilot can't fly that aircraft? This message will come up saying that that is not allowed. Again, very easy and safe system, so you cannot make the mistake of putting a pilot who can't fly a particular aircraft type. Also, you have a notification system. If a pilot has confirmed that flight, you can simply choose pilot confirmed, and that changes the colour of that flight. We also have the staff roster module, and the staff roster module uses the Part 48 rules when rostering and applies those rules to the roster system. Other useful tools have you got in Takeflite? One very handy one is as we've just seen in the pilot overview is the right click button. You'll find that if you right click on any flight, a menu will come up which gives you a whole myriad of options. If you double click on those flights, you will have the ability to see that flight in more detail. You can also provide center of gravity calculations. Now the day view screen represents effectively electronic whiteboard, so there's no need to have a whiteboard in the office. This screen is live. Any changes you make here can also be seen by any other user once completed and saved. Now if you want to see more than a day view ahead, you just simply choose the different screen. In this case, we'll choose the fleet availability screen. You can now see the aircraft, the times for any given period, and you can actually change how many days you wish to display by changing this box. And you also have a filter. So for example, if we don't want to view charters, we simply select this box and choose Apply. And as you can see, all the charters, which were the yellow flights, have disappeared. A very easy tool when you are planning and organising charters and maintenance in the future. Other things that you'll notice on this screen is that you have booking issues in the bottom right hand corner, and we also have issues by the coloured orange boxes here. So everything is designed to keep the user alert and active in case there are problems. Speaking of problems, we are very easily contactable if you find you have a Takeflite issue or a question regarding Takeflite. You can use our forum or contact us directly in either New Zealand or Australia with any questions. You'll also notice in the toolbars that we have a lot of quick buttons, such as these here for creating bookings, or also a lot of actions that can be carried out. For your manager, you'll also see here that you have the ability to run a myriad of reports. In this case, these are your favourite reports that you've chosen as a manager, but you have an extensive list to choose from. So if we choose all reports, you'll see a cross-section of what we actually have to offer. All these reports are very quickly and easily self-generated, and they can be chosen either PDF or Excel spreadsheet format, and provide you an insight into your charter flights, your scheduled services, and indeed any specific aircraft or pilot, and pretty much any report that you could ask is there. We are happy to have a look at customizing a report for you, and that is the same with some features in Takeflite. If you find that there is a feature that doesn't exist that you need, give us a ring and we will look at designing a customization for you. As mentioned previously with Takeflite, we don't limit the number of downloads or PCs that this can be used on. You can quite easily download this to your laptop or your home PC. And don't forget, we also have the iPhone and the iPad app to better allow access for example, pilots at remote locations and managers at home to view what is still going on in their operation. And that is a very quick overview of the Takeflite operations module. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. We're more than happy to provide you with a Skype demonstration. And don't forget, you also have the scheduled video and the charters video if you wish to find out some more information. Thank you for watching.